It's a stressful time of the year.
I'm about to start smoking.
Why?
No, like you just said, stressful.
I feel like you're the least stressed person that's ever lived.
I could be.
You're just kind of just a penguin.
I'm just floating through life.
Yeah.
You know,
Just
whatever
waddling along.
come and go.
Come and go?
Yeah,
Not a bad way to go about it.
it's not. Losing my hair though.
No, you're not.
Shh, no, you're not.
I'm thinning.
Let me see.
Oh, yeah, you are.
You can literally
Jesus
see my scalp
Christ,
with a full
you
head of
look
hair.
It's normal.
Normal?
Yeah,
Okay.
chop
Yeah.
it all off. Just go
Yeah.
Bruce Willis.
This kid says it's normal. Meanwhile, his hair's going down to his fucking nuts right now.
Oh, this kid's going to be in the casket with a full head of hair. Slicked back like a news anchor.
I'm receding in the corners.
All right,
Oh
both
my
of
God.
you can just shut the fuck up. Hello, everybody. and Welcome back to the Nerd Soup Podcast. I am Bo Oliver, joined here today with two bald men
Getting
and
there.
an alien. We have a lot of stories to talk about. Actually, just one big story.
Two
Big stories, but one main story, the new Star Wars trailer. But before we get into that, you can listen to this podcast on SoundCloud, iTunes at the Nerd Soup Podcast, and Spotify. Follow us on Twitter at NerdSoup4U. Send us your questions at nerdsoup4u@gmail.com. What's your Twitter again? Nerdsuit Monkey and then Teddy Nerd Soup.
Yep.
Cool. Simple
Man,
enough. Purple girl NS.
Yeah,
That's
thanks
Marissa.
for the plug.
Yeah, no problem. Get your followers up.
I've been trying for a while. I'm stagnant right now.
Well, you were going off on Twitter a couple months ago, but then you kind of fell off.
Yeah.
It's annoying.
Twitter?
You took Aaron's crown.
Having to keep like
Relax.
tweeting.
Having to keep tweeting.
Yeah.
Tweeting is
That's stressful. Trying to get a funny tweet and then you think it's funny, you put it out and it's a dud. That's
have
the
you ever
worst.
deleted a tweet because
Yeah.
it's a dud?
Oh, absolutely.
Nash does too. I leave him.
You delete.
Do you catch him?
What?
Do you catch him doing it?
Well, he'll tweet something and then be like, "Oh, I gotta delete this." I'll leave my duds out there. You gotta learn from your mistakes.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you
but you
delete,
take 'em down, though.
You delete your hot takes.
No, I don't.
Yeah, I remember one time it was like this tweet is no longer available. It was like a Star Wars hot take.
Probably drunk.
All right, let's go into the first story here. Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker, the final trailer. I didn't want to watch it. Every time I say, I'm not going to watch it, and then they drop it, and I'm like, take a
Maybe
peek.
check it out.
Why wouldn't you watch it?
Because I want to be surprised. I want to leave things up to the old...
It seems like a lot of trailers are given the whole movie nowadays, and it's really annoying.
Depends. I mean, this
They're
trailer.
like 3-minute trailers, man. It's like
Yeah.
that's you can show a lot of shit in 3 minutes.
No, yeah, this trailer it premiered halftime of Monday Night Football, which that game was fucking terrible to
Who
watch.
played Monday Night
Were you
Football?
watching at that point?
Yeah, only just for the trailer. Well,
What two
I
teams?
watch the Jets and Patriots,
Ah.
but I only watch because
I didn't see that game. How did it...
Shut up.
How'd it go?
I still watch when the Jets get blown out.
Riveting.
It makes me stronger.
Does it?
Yeah.
I feel like it's just making you weaker. I think it's making you strong. It's
I
like
was dying
steroids.
at your tweet that said the Yanks died so the Jets can the Yanks died so the Knicks can live.
It's a pretty
And
good
then
tweet.
the Knicks got spanked.
Yeah, right. The Yankees sacrificed themselves for the opening night win that we blew.
Yeah, so, yeah, the trailer dropped. I mean, when I was watching with a bunch of people, made everyone shut up, turn the TV on, as loud as it can go. Normal things. And I liked the trailer. At first, I didn't really, because I was just so depressed about the Jets. I'm like, who cares about this trailer? But watching it again, that was a good trailer. Solid. I don't think it gave away too much. It was pretty vague, except for the whole Rey and Kylo thing, because we already knew the Emperor was coming back.
Yeah, I feel like Rey and Kylo are going to have some sort of conflict in this one.
But
If you
then
look
they-
back in the previous two movies, they've always have some sort of conflict with each other.
But yeah, but now they're back. They destroyed like a statue thing together, so...
Maybe that was just accident, That was just
Like
them waltzing and,
conflicting damage.
yeah, collateral damage.
I don't know. I don't
If they team up again,
On the Emperor? 2-on-1 on the Emperor?
imagine they just teamed up on Finn. He's like, whoa, you guys could just kill me individually. That'd be a plot twist.
Is the Emperor gonna go 0 for 2?
Yeah, he has to go 0 for 2. That's the thing. How are they going to end this in a satisfying way? Because the good guys won the last trilogy. That's the order, right? Bad guys won 1 through 3. Good guys won 4 through 6. So it's a rubber match here.
I
You think you got to go with the good guys.
yeah, I think so. I don't think they're
Hope.
gonna.
Or find some way to balance the force.
I'm more anxious to see how well Rey is trained, because she is by herself unless they are using the Force Ghost. So I want to see her powers progress a lot more, because some time has passed. Like, it's not going like directly after, right?
I think they said years. I think
Yeah.
it's 3 years.
So that's ample amount of time to get yourself ready.
Teddy with the ample.
Yeah.
And that's a good word,
I
right?
think you said,
Come on.
I think you said apple.
I'm sweating right now.
That took a lot out of you.
We see that shot in the trailer, like she's jumping, and then they kind of cut, and it's like a different time when she's jumping. So it seems like she is doing some sort of training. So.
Yeah, she could change the weather. it
Is
looks
she
like.
training on the Death Star right now?
That's what it looked. I don't know. She might be, scavenger routes.
Hunting around for
Yeah,
something?
she's just looking for a snack, trying to trade some parts. It's hard to get rid of those habits.
Well, hear that bread that she got in the beginning of the first movie was so good. Like, she just had a craving this whole time for it, so now she's going back.
I want to see that bread again on screen.
Listen, I got an original Death Star. What do you want for it?
Wait, somebody's selling her the Death Star? That's what Palpatine's doing?
No, like she has like an original part from the Death Star.
Oh, okay, right.
She's trying to sell
I
it or
thought
something.
you were saying like Palpatine's a car salesman now. Just pawning off the Death Star on people. Palpatine Pawn Stars.
Yeah, so
He's back.
Yeah.
What's his plan? Just to like make them conflict again and try and get Rey to the dark side? Like, is that his big plan?
Well, it seems like he kind of
It feels like they have a lot to explain
2.5 hours.
based on what Palpatine's been doing, and I don't know if they have enough time.
Maybe your scenario might come in.
He's been fixing that
What scenario?
cool ass
Episode
throne.
9. 10.
Oh, episode 10,
10.
that comes episode 10. Yeah, I guess that's his throne, right? It
Yeah.
looks like a big floaty chair.
Yeah, it took him like 30 years to make it. That's
He's
why
been-
he was waiting.
That's what he's been doing.
he
He's
wasn't-
been gone for a while, man.
He's
Good
just,
chair goes a long way.
just been woodworking with Thanos. It's like, who's going to have the better Disney villain chair? I don't know. That's a hell of a chair.
Definitely is.
Sounded like Vader breathing a bit there at the end.
I'm sure we'll get Hayden Christensen, Anakin, we'll get Vader. We'll get all the old crew back together because it did make it a part in the first trailer. Like, it's all the movies coming together for this
Yeah.
final culmination of events. So I'm sure we'll get some things from the prequel, the original trilogy, and things from the sequel trilogy as well.
Does this trailer make you guys any more excited than you were, or not so much? Or
I've always been
same?
I've been excited, but certainly as we get closer and closer to Christmas, it's just going to keep going and going and going until opening day, which we got our tickets, thank God.
Yes, we did. Those ticket
who's
queues
we?
are dangerous. Me, Aaron, Nash, and
Marissa.
So that's
what section
good.
are you guys in?
Oh, it's sold out. Those theaters, dude, with Star Wars, they sell out instantly.
Yeah.
So you have to be just prepared.
It's a bigger pre-sale than Avengers Endgame.
Yeah. Really? Is that true?
Yeah.
I can't.
If
Yeah,
you guys
'cause
didn't get
Star
me a
Wars-
ticket, I swear to God, I'm going to burn this place fucking down.
No, we did. We got your ticket. Marissa's actually the odd woman out.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Well, only can get so many tickets.
Is Nash coming?
No.
Yes.
Is he?
Yeah, that's the fourth.
I feel like we can trade him out for Marissa
Okay. Well, sorry, Nash. I just threw you under the bus.
on the podcast and in life.
Yeah, but he has no trade clause, though. So
Nash does? Oh, yeah, that is true. He has no trade for his ticket.
We'll cut him. We didn't give him any guaranteed money.
Oh, my God.
Did he sign for
He's
guarantees?
playing off his incentives.
We owe him a large corn and a drink, but that's it. And a bunch of crunch.
I'll bite that bullet.
You gotta buy Nash the large, okay? You gotta buy him a bunch of crunch as well.
Who says?
Part of the contract. Does it make me more excited? Yes. Yeah, it does.
Does it really?
My excitement was waning for Star Wars. I think it's everything that surrounds the franchise as well. The debate online is just unbearable at this point. And Marissa tweeted something the other day. She was like, my mom saw the trailer and was like, they're making another Star Wars? She was like, can you imagine living with that type of peace?
Yeah.
Yo,
Just going throughout your day. Oh, they're making another Star Wars.
So we're doing like the Phantom Menace. We're doing like the Revisited and just going back and seeing the reaction to that and how it was just the same thing. It's history repeating itself.
Yeah.
And I think people forgot how bad those movies
what, like a bad,
movies are.
what, like a bad first and second and a good third one?
No, I mean, the first and second Force Awakens wasn't bad. Neither was Last Jedi. But it's just debate has been raging for 20 years. And
You don't like Force Awakens?
I didn't say I didn't like it. I didn't say it was good, though.
Wow.
Teddy's been on the internet.
Yeah, I've been trolling.
But it's been going on for 20 years, and it's just, I don't know. I hope this episode is good and everyone can like it, but probably not. People are already giving it negative reviews on sites.
That's just because.
Yeah. So I kind of feel like no matter how good or bad this movie is, people already have their preconceived notions of what they want to feel about this movie. That is, for some people, just not going to change regardless. But
Do you want a definitive end? Do you want the good or bad side to win?
Yes, definitely.
Who do you want to win?
Return of the Jedi had such a great definitive ending. But who do I want to win?
Yeah.
Good guys. Come on.
Really?
Yeah, I want the team that Yoda's on, man. Those are my guys. Yoda, Luke,
I didn't think of
Han.
it like that. I'm
Where
thinking
they-
right now, you know,
where's the after party?
The after party this time?
Yeah.
the old Death Star.
The Bada Bing Casino in New Jersey. This is all the Sopranos
I
characters.
got to go back to the Forest Moon of Endor. Hang out at the Ewoks after.
Ewoks?
They do a fucking banger.
If they go back to
Yo,
Endor,
they do.
I
They
want to see.
do a fucking
Wow.
shindig.
They did. Yeah, that Ewok barbecue was hot.
Oh, who's that band?
The
The Cantina band?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you get the cantinas. You get the 1950s diner guy to cater it. Get the Ewoks. The whole thing is going to be a banger.
What's the 50s guy again?
I don't remember his name.
Dexter Fletcher?
Dexter Fletcher, yeah. That diner's very underrated. I want the Ewoks to come back if they do go to Endor. I think that would be cool. At this point, just bring them
Might
back.
as well, right?
Yeah,
Well,
you got an
Endor is
army of
different than
murder bears.
Because they're on the moon.
Yeah, but I mean, okay, the forest moon of Endor. You know what I meant.
Oh, I'm just saying.
Endor's different though.
Cancer sticks for the boys on the forest moon. Getting lit after we
Cancer sticks.
Death
kill
sticks.
Palpatine for
It's Death sticks.
Death sticks.
Obi-Wan's got them.
Yeah. Do you think we'll see all the Force Ghosts?
I think so.
I hope so.
I think we see Obi-Wan. I think we see Yoda. Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan because he's coming back for the show.
I'm going to lose it if we see Yoda.
Well, now, I mean, we saw Yoda in The Last Jedi. I actually hope we don't see him again because I think that was a great final scene with Yoda. I hope we see Hayden Christensen as Darth Vader. That's the big one that I want.
Well,
or no, as like half Anakin, half Darth Vader. They had that concept art in The Force Awakens.
Well, his Force Ghost was Anakin in the revised version of Return of the Jedi, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm sure it'll be the same. I don't know how the aging works because do you get to pick your age when you're a Force Ghost?
Yeah, I think so. It's like the create a character screens for video games.
So he was old Obi-Wan
You wait.
in the
Right.
original trilogy. Now he's going to be young Obi-Wan. And Hayden Christensen certainly has aged since.
He still looks young enough, though.
Yeah.
Well, look at Todd in the Breaking Bad movie, you know?
That
They're
guy.
like, Todd, you want to drop a couple? Nope. We'll do it like this. Weird look.
Speaking of which, Teddy, your 10 out of 10 for El Camino is ridiculous.
Oh, yeah. He
It was
wanted to go
aggressive.
at you.
It was aggressive.
First of all, you saying that
A little biased.
I was editing it.
I was a little biased.
I was editing it, and I heard you say that, and later on you're criticizing the movie. I'm like, how are you going to criticize multiple aspects of the movie?
I didn't criticize
And
multiple aspects. That was probably one thing I
give
said.
it a 10
no,
out
you
of
did
10.
criticize about two things.
Yeah.
You said too much comedy and Walt being dead.
And it wasn't even that. It wasn't that even a lot of comedy.
I didn't say. I said too much comedy.
Either you or Nash.
You and
I
Nash
didn't
were
say
both
that.
a little
Nash said
frustrated
comedy.
with it. I remember you having a couple criticisms, but then you also gave it a higher score than Joker and said Joker was a better movie.
It was a little biased. All right. I was riding a high. Okay. I don't know.
Well, he gave it an 8.1.
It was a bad score. Okay.
Do you want to revise your score?
I do. It was a bad score.
We haven't even released the review yet, and you're revising your score.
You let me.
We'll get out ahead of it now because this will be out tomorrow.
Oh, man.
Well, the review will come out soon too. So
Just put it out. I don't care.
I know, but you want to get out?
It's not your score that's getting revised. What the hell do you care?
Trying to help you
I'm
out.
just saying that you're getting a bad reputation here. I'm trying to protect you.
Yeah.
You're going to be
Protect
known
what?
as the guy that changes his skin.
Protect what? What are you protecting from?
Yeah, good point. Yeah, your rep is already in shambles.
Yeah.
All right, so let's move on here to Bob Iger responding to Scorsese and Francis Ford Coppola. Francis Ford Coppola, of course, was asked about Marvel movies and his opinion of them, and he agreed with Scorsese and called them despicable. And he had a bunch of other pretentious things to say about how the movies just...
It's a strong word.
Yeah.
Despicable.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a strong take. It's a bad take.
That's like calling them. He's calling the Marvel Cinematic Universe shit, pretty much.
Yeah, but I like his take more than Scorsese because Scorsese's comments were almost even more harsh when he was like, they're not cinema. It's like, yes, they are.
What does that even
Francis
mean?
Ford Coppola is like, they're despicable cinema. It's like, okay, that's your opinion then. But Scorsese's like trying to say, it's like, I don't like egg bagels, so they're not bagels. It's like, no. They're still
Yeah, okay,
bagels.
I get that. Yeah,
He's trying to say that it's less than cinema.
They're different types of cinema. He called them amusement park rides, theme park rides, which I guess, all right, I can understand what he's saying.
What is Goodfellas? Goodfellas is literally King Ka, the movie.
What do you mean?
It's just high octane, high pace, doesn't take a break. That's literally the definition of a theme park movie.
Well, I mean, all right, none of the MCU movies are, I guess, to the standard of Goodfellas or The Godfather. Obviously, those are two of the best movies of all time, but they don't have to be. They're very entertaining, and they're saying, I guess both of them, how there's no like emotional attachment. If you were only in a theater with a bunch of people who have been emotionally attached to these movies for the past 10 years, over 23 films, you would understand that there is. I mean, people were crying when Iron Man died.
he's
in
got to
the
be.
theater.
He's saying
People
that
are
from his own
cheering
perspective. Yeah, to
when
say that
these
that's-
events happen. People do have an attachment to these characters, and just because you don't particularly like these movies, okay, that's fine. Not everyone likes these movies. Not everyone likes superhero movies, and that's fine. But to disparage them in that way, in such a pretentious way, is I don't
Say
see
it.
it. What? I
Say it's a little reckless.
I think
It
he's a
is
little,
reckless,
He's a
but-
little salty. I'll
But
tell you that.
Scorsese is one of my favorite directors too. But I could still be like, hey, guy,
But you hate The Godfather. That's the thing.
I don't hate The Godfather. I just think Goodfellas is better, which is probably true.
Despicable.
It's despicable, yeah.
I don't like that take.
I need Francis Ford Coppola to comment on that take. What do you think about Aaron the Nerd 2 Monkey saying Goodfellas is better than Godfather?
I was surprised he's still alive.
Francis Ford Coppola.
Yeah,
If
both
you
of
were-
them.
Yeah. Well, no, Scorsese, I know he's making a movie, but if The Irishman, but if someone said, Francis Ford Coppola, like, it's been dead for like a year now, I'm like, yeah, oh yeah, I remember that. Sad day.
Oh, I think he meant like alive, like he hasn't got killed yet.
I think that's what he means.
Oh, I thought you were saying like he's actually like he didn't know about him, like you like you didn't know what he was up to.
Well, no, if you said like if this story never came out and someone was like, "Oh, remember when Francis Ford Coppola died?" I'd be like, "Yeah."
Yeah. Now I'm saying that he didn't get killed from saying what he said. Both of them.
Okay.
I'm so confused.
He thinks that I'm surprised that
Yes.
no one killed him for saying that.
Yeah.
Right.
What I said was that I thought he was already dead.
Yeah.
When Chuck Berry died, I was like, isn't Chuck Berry already dead? It seems like one of those guys that's already dead.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He was alive all this time? Chuck Berry's been alive while I've been alive? That was weird.
What was his last movie?
Chuck Berry?
Coppola.
Oh, Coppola.
He's making a new one, actually, right?
He is. He's making some movie called Utopia.
Hmm.
It's about a utopia. His last movie, I don't know.
Hope
Stats?
Utopia fucking sucks. Prick.
Imagine he signed on to direct Ant-Man 3. That would be a plot twist.
Some shit I would do.
Well, then Bob Iger came out and responded to their comments as well, and he equated Black Panther to movies like Goodfellas or Godfather, and I think he meant more about the impact that these films have had, and Black Panther obviously does move past cinema in that way. But his comments as well, when he talks about the word despicable, Bob Iger was saying he used that word despicable. That's something that you use to refer to mass murderers. And he wondered who he was addressing. It's like, are you addressing our filmmakers, Taika Waititi, who's directed other critically acclaimed movies besides Thor Ragnarok, and Ryan Coogler as well, who did Black Panther, and he's done other critically acclaimed movies. That's the thing. Everybody says, oh, they're cookie cutter, they're studio films. It's not like these people aren't busting their ass to make these films. These films take years out of their lives. If it was easy, then everybody would be doing it. It's a difficult task to make a $200 million movie.
Look at DC.
It seems like
Yeah, they suck at it, right?
Well,
It's-
not a,
it seems
Joker
like
was good.
it seems like they're taking
Yeah.
the stands of like the new age, like they're old heads.
Oh,
You know?
Yeah.
Big
It's
time
one of those
boomers.
things.
It's like parents not getting in with like iPhones and shit, saying, "Oh, yeah, back in the day, we didn't have this."
It's funny because
But
Spielberg
that's not how it
was,
is anymore.
Right, yeah. That's the thing. Yeah. I mean, movies aren't a dime. Oil costs more. No polio. I don't know.
yeah.
Times
we have it
they
so
are
easy.
changing. Yeah. Spielberg was the one who came out and said that he kind of enjoys them and that his favorite was Guardians of the Galaxy. That's the thing. They're all best buddies with Spielberg and George Lucas, the two guys who invented the superhero genre, essentially. They spent their entire careers making superhero movies. James Cameron, same thing. So a lot of these guys have been doing the same style of Marvel movies for a long time. But just because, that's the thing, when they say that they lack creativity, that to me is ridiculous.
It's all creativity. The entire thing is creative. What? Every shot, even the movie itself.
And
Yeah,
I
the
mean,
characters.
It's imagination. What do you?
The
It's
decades.
fantasy.
Well, it was the same thing that with comic books when Stan Lee would say he would go out to parties and just say he was a writer, but he wouldn't tell people what he wrote. Oh, I write books.
Wait, so is he shitting on Stan Lee then too?
Well, no, I'm saying that Stan Lee went through the same thing. But yeah, I guess.
I'm saying that are they
by
taking shots at Stan
association.
Lee too? Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean,
Well, I remember my friend's mom, when I would read comic books and she'd be like, oh, that's not literature. I'd never let my kids read one of those.
you're
And they-
fucking roasted, huh?
Yeah, no, she fucking owned me. Like, sorry. But you look at something like Watchmen, what HBO is doing with that source material, considered one of the greatest novels. Forget graphic novel, just stories ever written. So, I mean, like you said, it's going to be hard for them to understand.
I just read that 4-set comic that I bought from Comic-Con.
Yeah.
I miss reading comic books.
Well-
I love reading it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to start reading comic books again.
I guess
I'll
like
hold you to that.
I guess
Do it.
these-
Okay, I will.
I just found out Bailey's Comics moved. I didn't even know they moved.
Yeah, they did move. Like 5 years ago. You've been out of the loop.
I think there's even more than that.
I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh in the back room.
I just
Yeah,
don't
I
know how
used to love that.
they don't understand how like there's different types of cinema. Like obviously you have like your art house and your prestigious films, but across superhero genre, comedy, there are different levels, and you can equate a great comedy to a great art house drama, even though they're totally different movies. How can you say one's cinema and one isn't? I would say Superbad is one of my favorite movies of all times. And I know it's ridiculous to compare that to Goodfellas, but they rank similar to me as a viewer. And that's what it really is. The cinema is for the audience.
All right, guys, let's go to fan questions.
That's
Yeah, I mean, we don't really have much to talk about. Teddy, you got any development in your life?
Yeah, I got a new job.
Oh, nice.
Well, waiting for the board to approve.
oh, boy.
but it's a formality, he said.
Yeah, you didn't get a new job.
You got fucking jerked.
I swear. It would happen too.
Yeah, it's a formality.
Yeah. Well, because they called me and said they picked my name to give to the board. Now, just like, the board just has to approve it,
Mm-hmm.
next board meeting is pretty much what we're waiting for.
Oh, actually, we have one more story here. Let's talk about the Joker. Joker possibly crossing the $1 billion mark. They're saying that it's projected to hit $900 million. Thoughts on that? Joker making all of this money? I feel like it's making, I think I put in the 700s. That was my guess.
It had the best October opening, I think. It beat Venom, because I think Venom had it when it came out. It's not surprising. I mean, just from a buzz standpoint, you had all these articles bashing it seemingly before it even came out or as it was released. And I think for a lot of the audience, they kind of wanted to, all right, let me see it for myself. What is this movie garnering all this controversy? Let me go check it out. And it's an iconic character, the Joker. Joaquin Phoenix, one of the best actors living today. You combine all of that with this grittier take on that character that we really don't know much about. It creates a lot of interest. I'm not surprised.
You know what's crazy if you think about it? All the reporters that bash it, that don't want people to see this movie, it's kind of like the Joker himself, like how much the Joker antagonizes Batman, and the more he feeds into it, like the more powerful he gets, or like the more of an upper hand he gets. He's like more real estate in his head. It's like the more these like analysts and journalists bash on this movie, the more people are going to want to go see it. So keep bashing it.
Good publicity.
Yeah, keep bashing it.
I don't know if this was a movie though where it's like Endgame or Star Wars. That's a movie you can already pencil in a lot of the fans to go see multiple times, even fringe fans. This one, I'm not sure. I saw it twice, but I'm not sure if it was the movie that a lot of people are going to return to the theater to see, not because they didn't like it, because it is a different type of movie. It's not a fun movie to watch. It's a very interesting movie to watch. But it looks like I don't know, I feel like a lot of people are returning to the theaters to see it, and people who probably won't go see a traditional comic book movie are interested in this movie. Yeah. People like my mom, like, she wants to see this movie.
I feel like this movie...
She'll never see Avengers.
Mm-hmm. This movie is more on the lines of cinema to me. Like, it's not a superhero movie. Is it not? Cinema. Is it not?
It's funny enough, Scorsese was attached to this.
Yeah, he was one of the earlier producers.
And it's based off of...
a lot of his earlier stuff.
Yeah, King of Comedy and Taxi Driver.
Well, I think it's funny because one of the greatest directors of all time, Jean-Luc Godard, French director, a lot of his films were inspired in terms of the iconography of American comic books. The colors, the palettes, the contrasts, a lot of that he took from American films, crime films, and comics. So he was almost paying homage to these forms of media from the 40s and 50s, and now it's filmmakers today who probably look up to Godard and think he's, an icon. Now they're shitting on the things that influenced him. He took all that from, right? Yeah,
all of his influences they're shitting on.
It's just people always have to make it seem like I see with friends that I know personally that are big film fans that just are everyday people who are not on the internet talking about it. They don't like Spielberg. They think that his films are a bit hollow, and of course they don't like comic book movies. So, but with Joker, it does kind of have that appeal of being an Oscar movie. And also being a character that's so popular in the world of comic books. It's a perfect recipe.
Did all this come out because people like praising for like Endgame to win an Oscar and now like Joker to get an Oscar? Like, is that why these critically acclaimed critics are coming out and saying that these films aren't Oscar-worthy?
Critically acclaimed directors?
Directors, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Over the last couple of years with Black Panther being nominated.
Saying like this superhero movie isn't like a movie that I directed.
And the MCU now is so big, so when Martin Scorsese, what was the last movie he made? Silence? I'm sure on the Silence media tour he wasn't being asked about the MCU, but The Irishman is getting better reviews. It's a Netflix movie. It's bigger. It's got the de-aging effects, so that's interesting. The questions are just going to be more frequent.
It was a PR move by him.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Wants more eyes on Irishman.
Definitely. Now more people are talking about Martin Scorsese. He's feasting off of the MCU and while also trashing it.
I mean, why are they? I understand asking the question, but it's a question.
That's why you ask it. You
manufactured for generating clicks.
Yes, 100%. That's what the media is there for.
I know.
They make these guys famous, so it's the same thing with athletes. When athletes get frustrated by questions, that's the media's job.
Yeah, right.
It's there to get you in the headlines.
Like Cam Newton always does his little fucking hissy fit when he loses.
Oh, just going at Cam Newton.
Well, no, it's an example. He's just one that sticks out because he does it every time
Bill
he fucking
Belichick
loses.
is a fucking prick.
You know what? It does annoy me that he's like, I want to know more about the team. And he never fucking gives any answers or anything about the team. I love
that Belichick's like that.
No, it's such a scumbag. Him and Popovich, I can't stand them. Answer the fucking questions.
It's funny.
You get paid to interact, and basically
they are interacting.
The media is the medium between the fans who
you
support
getting mad
your sport.
about it makes it so much better, actually.
Oh, so Bill, you ready for the game on Sunday?
And all these reporters are so scared to say anything.
Oh, yeah, Cleveland, good game. We get ready for it. Hopefully you win.
Yeah, but Belichick will talk if you get him like off camera.
Anything you've seen in Baker Mayfield in film? Yeah, good quarterback.
Or like when Marshawn Lynch kept saying, "I'm not here.
Yeah.
I'm only here because I don't want to get fined." And everybody's like, "No, answer.
That's funny.
You owe me an answer."
That is funny, though. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it.
You see this? Everybody's going to the stairs in the Bronx
Yeah.
from the Joker movie, and all the
Oh, really?
residents, all the Bronx residents are like, "Yo, get the fuck out of here. This
Where-
is not a tourist
Where are
attraction."
those stands? Those stairs?
In the
Bronx.
Bronx.
Well,
I don't know exactly where.
dicks.
I don't know exactly where, but
You get on the street.
you want to go there?
I'm down. I'll do his dance down there.
Yeah, I know you will.
That was a funny one. He's humping.
Yeah. Did you see that one tweet? It was like the bells of death
Yeah.
chime.
I was gonna do a different. I was gonna take that quote, but center it around a different movie.
What movie?
I was workshopping it in my head, but I got too lazy.
That's like the tweet about
workshop.
when Daenerys has the dragon wings.
Oh yeah.
Somebody was like, "This needs to be studied in film school."
Yeah.
I watched an interview with Joaquin Phoenix, and he was saying that all his dance moves they were choreographed.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's pretty funny.
because like I would have thought that they were just like on the spot, like
Yeah, he was just.
dancing around, but he was practicing.
Who were they choreographed by? James Gunn.
It was more of like him, like it wasn't like on the spot.
Inflatable
Like, he just,
arm
like,
tube guys.
You know,
Elaine from Seinfeld.
What
kick.
The more I think about it, that song choice is very bad. The rock and roll part. That took me out of it. Right, I'm like, why is this song playing now?
It worked for me.
It didn't really fit the movie, and then it goes right back to the eerie score. I don't know. It's just like such a. I think someone put it good. It's like I didn't want to hear a song that I knew in that instance.
This question here from Sully at Cell5000, frequent listener. Hey, Sully. What fast food place do you all crave the most?
Taco Bell.
I can go for Taco
You
Bell.
guys do love your Taco Bell.
It's so
I
good.
miss Taco Bell so much.
Let's go get some.
No.
The one that I crave the most when I'm just sitting back and like getting probably Wendy's. I get the Wendy's
Ew.
cravings. What do you mean, ew?
I like a good Wendy's.
It's like saying you want Arby's right now.
I don't.
Arby's isn't bad either.
Arby's stinks. What do you like?
What do you know about
They have
fast
the
food? All you
meats.
get is Don's and Taco Bell.
That's a lie.
Whatever. Have you gotten Chick-fil-A since they built it here?
No, I don't like Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, no. You want? Well, you never got it, right?
I don't like it.
Okay.
It's just a chicken sandwich. I can get that from Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Well, not McDonald's.
Not the same. Chick-fil-A is much better chicken
It makes
sandwich.
no sense. It's a deep fried fucking chicken sandwich. What do you,
It hits
it-
different though.
It does.
like
hit
growing the
different.
chickens in the back?
What does that have to do with the quality of the sandwich?
A lot.
So you think
That's what I'm
McDonald's
saying,
is
like,
growing
it's
their chickens? Do you think McDonald's even has chicken? That's not chicken.
I got faith in McDonald's.
It's a bad take.
What?
It's not. Of course it is.
I don't know. Those chicken nuggets?
Who cares?
It's white meat, dude. 100%.
Yeah, it says it right there in the box.
Yeah. You read?
This question here from Crazy Crab at KNovel_12. Worst superhero casting in the past 20 years. I'm going to go villain. I'm going to say Jamie Foxx as Electro.
I just watched that the other night.
Is it a bad casting or just a bad character?
Bad character. Well, actually, his voice, too, was fucking annoying.
Right,
Bad
maybe
casting,
Jesse Eisenberg.
Yeah. So you could make Jamie Foxx. I could see being a sick Electro, but they just made this character shitty.
Well, that starts with casting.
Starts with conception, I feel like. Because if you think, Val Kilmer could be a hypothetical.
What are you arguing in front of the Supreme Court?
Yeah, be a good Batman, but
Strike that
Joel
from the
Schumacher directing your film, it's not going to be a good character.
Mr. Zuckerberg. I would say Jesse Eisenberg is Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
One of the better castings.
Like, is Halle Berry a bad Catwoman, or is that movie just a piece of shit and no one could have made the Catwoman good?
Yes, maybe.
Ryan Reynolds
As
Green Lantern.
Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool the first time.
Really?
So that's not a bad casting. It's a bad character decision.
Yeah, at the time it was bad casting though.
Because Ryan Reynolds is Green
So
Lantern.
if
I
the character is going to be bad, then
That's
you
a
get
horrible.
I could see Ryan Reynolds being a great Hal Jordan. That movie just fucking sucked.
So then the question, you can't answer it because then there's no bad castings for good movies.
Well, Jesse Eisenberg is not a great.
There you
Lex
go.
Luthor.
It's a bad movie though.
Yes, but in a good
You
Batman
didn't like
versus.
Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor?
It's not great.
I don't.
Not really?
The
I
red
think he's
capes are
awful.
I thought
coming.
he's a great Lex
The
Luthor.
red capes are coming.
He plays a great villain.
Okay.
Agree, disagree.
This question here from Alex Pozniak. When are we getting Teddy's stand-up?
Today, right?
I'm still workshopping some ideas.
Next week, next podcast.
I forgot all about that.
Have you been writing anything?
It is literally all I think about. It eats me alive that I gotta do this.
See me like in the middle
stand-up.
of the day, like just that's funny.
Elena, give me the pad. I got a joke.
I have
Can't forget it.
I have 3 scenarios, and
Oh,
I'm
boy.
trying to get the right way to say it to make it funny. I'm just not a funny guy like that.
Well,
Off the cuff, I'm.
Next
I think
week.
I can
3
be-
minutes, too. That's a while.
It is, man. It's a long 3 minutes. Like I can be funny, like inadvertently, but when I gotta actually try and be funny,
Yeah, it's tough.
I'm bad at telling stories, man.
Well, I believe in you.
This is gonna be a push.
Where are you writing your stand-up? Just on your phone?
My head.
What are you doing, Biggie Smalls, just reciting your lyrics?
No, well, I had the scenarios on my notepad on my phone.
He's like the Joker at the comedy club, laughing at all the wrong parts, taking the worst notes.
This question here from Crispy Chris at Chris Crandall 1.
Chris Kringle?
Top 5 sitcoms.
Friends?
Oh, God. What is
Hey, let's do a group
Bad
one.
start.
Friends,
Seinfeld?
Seinfeld, Curb.
Is The Office a sitcom?
Yeah, The Office.
Are they sick? I feel like a sitcom is 3-camera laugh track.
Bad castings. What's a sitcom? No, I've
Everyone
heard
loves
that too.
Raymond.
No, like shows like Modern Family, The Office, they're sitcoms.
Okay.
Everyone loves
Situational
Raymond.
comedies.
Okay. I was just making sure.
Everyone loves Raymond. Is it everyone or everybody?
Everybody? Everybody loves Raymond, yeah.
And then is it everybody hates Chris, or everyone?
So for me, like if we're just gonna go
King of
comedies,
No, God. Put the top 5 Long Island guys.
Yeah.
sitcoms. King of Queens.
Kevin James,
Kevin
Kevin
Can
Can
Wait.
Everyone
Two and a
hates
Half
Chris.
Men. Everybody Hates Chris. And That 70s Show.
So Parks and Rec is a sitcom.
Yes.
Always Sunny, Seinfeld,
Yeah.
Curb,
Modern Family.
I love Modern Family.
The big one, the most popular one
New
of the
Girl's
last
good
decade
too. I
would
forgot
be
about New Girl. It's funny.
You watch New Girls?
It's a funny show.
New Girl.
Not really.
Everybody, no, not How I Met Your Mother.
You watch that too?
No, I don't like it, but I'm just saying that's one of the most popular of.
That's like one of the shows where I've seen all
Can
the.
you stop?
Yeah, what the fuck are you doing?
Can you just put down the soccer ball?
How I Met Your Mother is one of those shows where I've seen.
Every time you put a soccer ball down, you gotta do the free kick. Like the.
Yeah, what do you.
All right, I'm done. Next question.
Teddy pulls out a stress ball. What were you going to say about How I Met Your Mother?
I don't care anymore.
No, say it.
No, you
I didn't mean
coming
to cut
to
you
a
off.
point.
It's one of the shows where I've seen every episode, but still
Dying
don't
to say
love it.
Really? You've seen every episode.
But I don't like it.
How did that happen?
I needed something to watch. I like it, but it's not one of my favorites. But
So you
usually-
mowed through How I Met Your Mother?
Yeah, just watching. I'm like, well, I got to find out who the fucking mother is. Been waiting this long.
Is Scrubs a sitcom?
I guess.
I feel like you're giving
What's that
us-
other one? Grey's Anatomy? Is that a sitcom? Or is that like a drama?
No, that's a drama. It's like a
Why does that show have so
rom-com.
much praise?
It's the doctors.
Everyone loves Grey's Anatomy. I don't get
Remember
it.
Fear Factor?
Yo.
Joe Rogan.
Joe
It came back
Rogan
for a
was the-
season.
It did?
Yeah. Ludacris was the host.
Yo, Joe Rogan is like the guy. Really?
Yeah. It was
Luda.
horrible.
What is Joe Rogan?
He's just like the guy to be, you know?
I love his podcast.
Hunts elk,
Yeah.
podcasts, smokes weed all day, psychedelics.
He's like the ultimate guy.
Yeah, he's just a guy being
He's
a
a-
bro.
He's a man's man.
He's a man's man.
Rogan.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
Why?
You don't want that
He's a
life?
male Oprah.
Yeah.
It's not the male Oprah.
He's actually more influential. He's bigger.
Oh, God. No, I'm just saying the guy from Fear Factor is now
Has
he's
become the male Oprah.
Go figure.
just hot. That's take. I don't know, he's all right. I like him on
It's
the
a big come up.
I like him on the UFC fights. He's very knowledgeable about that.
Fucking.
I don't think I've ever
He looks
listened to
horrible. What do you mean?
What?
He looks horrible. Bald, sweating, screaming.
Yeah, what do you mean? In his element is his podcast. You're over there talking about Fear Factor Joe Rogan. You know he's got a podcast, right?
Yeah,
It's
I've
pretty
heard.
big.
I've heard.
I feel like you've never heard.
He did Edward Snowden.
Would you watch that? You sip your tea? Like,
Wow.
He makes a compelling case.
No, I don't really listen to much podcasts that aren't like movie or sports related. So
This question here from Dylan at DylanFlow78.
So you're the man's man.
Most anticipated non-comic book movie of 2020.
Dune.
Yeah,
Irishman?
Dune.
2020.
2020's.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Tenet.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nolan and Villeneuve. So those are probably going to be your most anticipated any year. They're having a movie coming out.
This question here from Nerd Jump at Jump Nerd. If you guys were NBA teams, which ones would you be? I'd probably be the Lakers.
The Supersonics.
Ted would be the Heat.
Yeah.
And Aaron,
I like
I'd probably give you like the Wizards.
Gritty.
You know? Yeah, you're there. You're there. You had Gilbert.
How the fuck are
Few
you the
players away.
Lakers? How's Teddy the Heat?
Some hot.
I don't know. I feel like Ted fits in with the Heat culture, you know?
Ted's
Pat
like the
Riley,
Bucks.
low body fat. Yeah, Ted's the Bucks?
Yeah.
I'll take the Bucks too. Yeah. Lunch pail guy. Yeah, I like the Bucks.
Yeah, he's the Bucks. You're like
Defense oriented.
Denver.
I'm a big defender.
Denver? I'd take Denver.
Yeah.
First state that weed was illegal in. Got the altitude advantage.
I'll be the Knicks. It's an embarrassment.
So Nash is the Lakers.
No.
Nash is
Nash is Charlotte.
I'm gonna say Real Madrid.
This question here from Trey at CW_Riley3. Who was the better villain, Gustavo Fring or Tywin Lannister?
Gus.
Well, Tywin's not really a villain.
He was doing it for his family, so he wasn't really a villain.
I would say Gus.
I mean, yeah, Gus.
I think Gus is probably the second best.
I think he's a
character
better
in that
actor.
show. Gus is a better actor?
I think he is the better actor.
I don't know about that. I don't know.
They're both great. I mean, the difference is Gus was the definitive villain in his run on the show, where Game of Thrones there were multiple at all times.
But you can also make Gus the protagonist at times, kind of like Tywin. Protagonist of
Yeah,
their own
when he goes
story.
against the cartel and that little story. Because right then they kill.
Yeah, Gus was very sympathetic, I thought. Until he tries to kill Walt. I mean, who are you rooting for at that point?
And Walt's not the greatest guy in the world either.
He's doing it for his family.
Walt?
Yeah.
Ted is basically, you know how Todd worships Walt? That's
Yeah.
basically Ted. Just worships Walt no matter what he does.
Doing it for your family. Get a couple bucks, for your treatment, and put some aside and live the rest of your life.
Yeah, he really did go off the handles, huh?
You got cocky with it. So, well, I can just keep making money. It's like, yeah, I guess I'll do that.
How much money did he have in that safe? Or at the storage unit?
I think like 80 million, right?
I think that might
I
have
thought
been
it
his
was
total.
more.
I feel like he just kept getting money.
That scene, man, that was great. When he said we can just take some of this and leave. And he's like, we had like 7 guys killed in 30 seconds, right?
Yeah. He's like, Mexico, that's all I'm saying. Good old Huel. This question here from Sarah Beth at Lady Macbeth. If you could hack into anyone's computer, which would it be? Whose would it be? And what would you want to uncover?
Like anyone?
Yeah, anybody in the world.
Trump's.
Yeah, that's the first place I go.
I
Trump.
don't want to get in that water. End up dead on the side of the street.
What?
You're not getting caught.
If you get caught, yeah.
You're not getting caught,
I'm
though.
putting-
The whole scenario is who would you want to go in?
Yeah, but it doesn't say you're not getting caught. That's ridiculous. You got to put that and factor into it. You got to be safe with it.
I'd say Leonardo DiCaprio. Just want to read his emails, you know?
Actually, Eminem.
Who's he? Eminem's computer is probably like just dark web videos.
Yeah.
Psycho.
Yeah. All incognito, windows
It's
open.
like you hack into his webcam and just him just sitting there staring straight ahead for 10 hours at a time.
Just staring at the wall, scribbles in his notebook,
Yeah.
just writing his lyrics.
I really wish like National Treasure is real, and there really is a book that has all the secrets in it. That'd be something I'd love to know,
Yeah, I'd hack like
wouldn't it? Like all the this nation's secrets.
Well, Edward Snowden on Joe Rogan said that he had a lot of access to the major secrets of the country, and there was nothing on aliens. He said
Really?
he found nothing on aliens, and that a lot of the conspiracy theories are probably not true.
Did he say anything else like that?
yeah, that's what
Like,
an alien would say.
I gotta listen to that podcast.
It's like 3 hours, dude.
Good listen.
Yeah, I'd say so.
No free ads.
For Joe Rogan.
Yeah, piggybacking off Nerd too.
Yeah, I'm sure that's how it's going.
This question here from Umar Kushi. What scenes in The Joker do you think actually happened, and which ones were in Arthur's head? Have you guys seen this? The clock that never changes in multiple scenes?
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I thought too, because there's a lot of not inconsistency. I guess inconsistencies in his behavior and I guess the setting around him. And he is an unreliable narrator, so there is some possibility there. I don't know if there's any of it like actually has a meaning. Like I don't know if Todd Phillips has like a definitive answer. He kind of even said that it's up into interpretation. I think a lot of it just might just be coincidence.
I think that's him going with the story.
Yeah,
Going with what people were making up.
Yeah.
I feel like that
Yeah.
happened. Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I was going for.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I don't think he's
Damn it.
has that type of
Oh, you guys cracked it?
yeah.
You slick devils.
So I kind of view it as a straightforward narrative where nothing is really, except for the obvious when different flashbacks, and you can tell that he is in either having like a hallucination or a thought or something along those natures. But it is interesting to think about. I don't know. I kind of don't want it to be. The whole thing is in his mind. That's
Yeah.
kind of like, yeah.
I feel the
Okay.
same way. I always hate those when like a whole movie goes by and then like the character wakes up. It's like, really?
Yeah, it's let's hope
It's like a
not.
waste.
Well, we'll probably never get an answer. It's probably something they just threw in to fuck with us, you know? The clock never changes. They're going to eat that up. Dummies. This last question here from Snake at SolidSnake8891. What's your all-time favorite horror movie? What movies do you rewatch every year around Halloween?
All the Insidiouses.
Yeah, I like the Insidiouses and the Conjuring rings.
Yeah, Conjuring.
I'm not a big holiday themed movie watcher. Well, I like Christmas movies and Halloween movies, whatever. But I feel like it's Christmas time.
You don't like Thanksgiving movies?
God, what's Thanksgiving movies?
There's not many.
The Great Big Pumpkin.
Great Big Pumpkin.
I can do pumpkins in
Yeah, for other
Thanks.
movies, Valentine's Day kind of has some.
rom-coms.
July 4th, a little bit.
Patriots
Born
Day.
on the 4th of July. Don't tell
You
me
have
what
to watch
do.
Halloween, though, on Halloween.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you do.
No, you don't.
That's a fact.
I've watched
It's not a
3
fact.
horror movies for Halloween. I did Paranormal Activity 2, didn't finish it, fell asleep. Pet Sematary, fell asleep, woke up, finished it. Terrible. The new Pet Sematary, just absolutely horrible. And The Exorcist, first time I ever saw it. Been sleeping on The Exorcist for a long time. You ever seen that one, Ted?
The first one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That movie is fucking horrifying.
It's like, it's just eerie. Like, it's creepy.
Yeah.
Like, it's not scary just because, I don't think it's scary because of how old it is, but
No, but it's
like,
actually
the images
like,
in the movie is scary.
yeah,
It's like,
I think the scene that haunts me the most is when the 2 priests finally walk into the room together to perform the exorcism, because the makeup on the young girl is so well done. But the Exorcist is like an actual movie.
I love watching. I'm all
Cinema?
about the Exorcist movies.
It is. Yeah.
Emily Rose, Hannah Grace, another one I just watched too. I forgot.
The TV
Wait,
show.
the Hannah Grace movie?
Yeah,
You like that?
I didn't like it. I watched it.
Oh,
I'm saying I love watching those movies.
okay.
Like,
Well, Ted likes all that shit. Ted believes in ghosts and
I believe in
demons. Yeah, you're a nut.
I mean, there's just not a million stories on it for no reason, right?
That's true. Just like superheroes.
Yeah,
a
yeah.
million
No,
stories.
that's different. There's millions of stories about something. You know it's real. All right, everybody. That's the Nerd Soup podcast for today. Time to wrap
I'm buying
up.
it. I'm buying into that.
Oh, you buy into a lot. Well, the Snowden conspiracies, you're like, yeah, he didn't have access. He didn't really know.
I'm just saying.
He's bluffing.
Say anything for a buck, you know?
Oh, Snowden.
Yeah.
Literally
that?
living in exile in Russia.
Yeah, it's an old mercenary. Yeah, wrapping it up. I'm Bo.
I think he
Oliver
likes
for-
it.
Russia?
Yeah, he might like it.
Who knows? Yeah.
That was his end game. Maybe he was a spy for Russia.
Oh.
I went to the International Spy Museum. There was this Russian spy who took on like 16 personas throughout his spy career. And then the Russian government eventually just arrested him. Because they're like, you've gotten too popular and powerful, and we're afraid you might like try and make a move against Stalin. So jail for 16 years.
Yeah, so
For
we're gonna,
all this hard
so
work.
we're gonna cut that out.
Yeah. Your pension is cut. And
Too good at your job.
Thank you, though.
But thanks. Thanks
you
for
for
all
your
the secrets.
I'd love to be a spy. Yo, that'd be. I think if I could pick one profession in my life, I think I'd pick to be a spy.
No.
International spy, man. That's sick.
Yeah,
Being
but I
an
feel like
act-
all the
it's-
movies, like their lives, like they have no real life. You know, they're always on the
Yeah,
run.
it's phenomenal.
They
You
don't
would
know
love that,
what's-
wouldn't you?
I wouldn't be able to keep up with the lying and the manipulation. I would
good.
crack because they're all looking for that. Like once
My
you
whole life's
slip
a
up
lie.
one thing, your whole life is not a lie. You live a very straightforward
Yeah.
life.
You live like the
You live the most normal
Normal.
life.
Have a cookie cutter life.
My whole
life
life
isn't
is a
cinema.
lie. All this time, Ted's been a Russian sleeper spy.
What is code word to awaken him?
What's the episode? Family Guy?
Free food. Hey guys, thank you for watching this video, and of course we would like to thank our Patreon supporters. Without you guys, Nerd Soup wouldn't be Nerd Soup. Seriously, your support is what keeps the fridge full, so thank you once again for your support. If you are interested in supporting Nerd Soup through Patreon, visit our page and check out the different rewards we offer to our fans. If not, then no problem. We appreciate anyone who takes time from their day to watch our videos. So thank you to each and every one of you out there watching, and remember to like and share this video. And hit the subscribe button if you want to see more videos like it. Or don't.